So, welcome to this video. I've shot this over a period of 2 or 3 days, 4 days possibly now, and I'm just doing this intro again because I had one made up from 2 or 3 days ago, and stupidly I've dumped it for some reason, or it's gone somewhere and I can't find it, so I've had to do another one. Anyway, if you watch this, I'm just going through this process of getting this bonnet mouth kind of straightened up. Now the only bit I wasn't able to shoot was the bit where I was using the hammer and dolly, because I got so carried away with it that I forgot to film. So that's the only piece that you won't see, but you can see where the metal's in. And that was another one I had where I laid the metal in and welded it in, and lost that footage as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoy what's left, and I'll catch you at the end. So you can see in this shot where I've actually made this profile up with this template, and even that lower one has a few problems with it. So I'll just show you that now. But you can see that's how I did it. What I did was I actually shoved the paper behind like this, so I could draw along it, draw the line. But you can see here there's a few little dents and things that have to come out. So that will have to be worked as well. But if you look there, you can see how that is equal all the way along, whereas on the bonnet it's not. Again, here we've made marks where the new holes need to be. You can see them all the way along there, so they need to be elongated slightly. So that's another job that has to be done. This mouth is actually is pretty bad shape compared to the lower valance. So what I've done is I've actually taken a template off the lower valance. I've just put that bit of light wood on it to hold it straight, and you can see, first thing you can see is that when you put it in, this actually should sit on the wood should sit on the side. You can see that the opening is massive, and even if you bring it to the center there's a problem. So these need to be built up, but obviously the other problem is where this sits. You can see if I hold it there, it's sitting not right here. All this needs to go down. So you can see that this is going to have to be taken back out, all this lead, and we have to reshape it. So this is taken from the lower valance, and that would be a perfect. So this in fact would sit like that. You can see that's how it should sit. So that's what we're going to do. You could even make this up out of plywood if you wanted to, if you needed to make like a buck for it, but that should be more than enough for what we need, as long as nobody crushes it. The reason I couldn't use this is what they call a profile cone. The better ones are metal, and the plastic ones are quite reasonably priced, but the problem they've got is they can only work to that distance. So it's really quite a small distance you've got from there to there. You can only use that amount on either side. And the problem obviously with this would be it's not small enough to get up to the profile of the corner. It's actually already down on this piece here. So you really need a little longer one, or bit with longer needles. So next one we'll come back to is when you sit, and I've also got to cut these sections out as well, here and here. This is where the bumper's attached. So in the flick of an eye you'll see the difference. So you can see by the amount of Play-Doh that's on there just how much lead that needs building up to. You can see here it's absolutely huge. If you look at the height of this, okay, it's on a slight angle, but that's a lot of lead. So what I'll do is I'll actually put some metal in first, weld some metal into this section, and then the rest will come up as lead. Otherwise it'll be too thick, you know. We'll end up with something like, it's hard to see through this. Where are we? There we go. You know, we end up with something this thick, and really it's about as max we want to get away with. So what we'll do is I'll put some metal in here, shape it, and then lead load over the top of it, because obviously that's too thick to put lead load into there. You can see where the card is. It's actually down there, not here. It's just supporting it in the back. So there you go. There's the groove. But here it's huge. So I'll put some metal in there, and into this section, build it up first, weld it in place, then lead load over the top of it. Because there's no now way to get it out. They've cut up, because of the original accident, they've cut quite a bit off it. But as you can see now, that lip, this lip is pretty much the same all the way along now, which has got it back some. And you can see I've cut this one out. Okay, this is for there's basically a square flange washer, if you like, with a nut captivated on it. It's for the bumpers, and here's one I'm going to do already. So you can see basically what you do is, if you want something like that, just cut it down to where you need to, then just pull these up, and they're a bit sharp, but then just pull them up and break them off. You can get a pair of pliers and cut them off, and then I use something like that. So these are really good. And then just burr it around so it's the same. So it's the same both sides. So let's see what happens when you come back on the next clip. Okay, this is the point we've got to now. So basically that part is lead loaded, only just basically lead loaded. This part here is tinned, and I haven't done anything with this part at all, just put the metal in. So this part is ready to load up now, which doesn't need very much. So I'll put the template in and I'll show you. I've got a mark in here where the middle is. And you can see now that the gap is much better here. I've still got to come up into the corner, but at least I know that's pretty good there. Again, here I need to fill, not much there, and quite a lot on that other end. You can see there's quite a gap there, but this is coming on really well. So I just need to build up the lead load and up into this corner as well, which is easy to do because it's the right way up. The thing with lead loading is try and use gravity if you can. It's very difficult to do it vertically or push it uphill, but you do get the technique after a while. So there we go. So that's the next step. So here's a slightly closer in shot. I'll put this back up again so you can see it. And you can see that the profile there is definitely better. You can see where the gap is there. So now I need to lead load this section, and then I'll come to the other end and work out what to do about this problem here. But that's basically the same thing. There's been some infill from steel, and then I'll fill this section up now here, and that's the center. So that's where we're at, and as I say, you can see that the lead is going in quite nicely. Now the lead's on, it's fairly easy to warm it up and drip it back in, as I say, especially if it's vertical, if you're dropping it and you're using gravity. But the best videos to go to are Trev's blog. His skills are far superior to mine, and if you're going to learn anything, he's the guy to go and look at. Trev's blog. He does brilliant stuff in metalwork. He's a professional. And you can see there that obviously this now, I don't know if it's showing up so much, but this line now is fairly bad, so obviously that will be cut off at the end to make it absolutely square. So that's where we are. So, hope you enjoyed the video. It's taken me 2 or 3 days to get to this point because I have other things to do, and I've been getting treatment every day for my shoulder and my neck and so on. A couple of last things just before I go. I'm off on Saturday night to Vienna, and then on Sunday I'm flying off to Dubai for a week, so there won't be any videos. The last 2 things I wanted to show you is, one of them is actually for Trev. Trev being like a young teddy boy, well, a teddy boy style, but young, and he likes the older 60s stuff. I think he might quite like this. I won't tell you exactly what's happening until tomorrow when I put another video up, but I want him to have a quick look at it. I'm sure the rest of you will know what the thing is anyway. But there's one other thing. I watch a lot of YouTube stuff, and I quite like looking at different things like music and so on. And I'm a big fan of the Beatles. I was very lucky that I saw them in 1964. I was 9. I went to see them. My older brother got us tickets, my sister and I. and we saw them at the Hammersmith Odeon, I think it was. There was probably only about 450 people there. It was just before they really broke big. Absolute thing of a lifetime, and something I'll never forget, and I've always been a fan. Anyway, I'm going to pick the camera up, I'm going to show you something. It's just a very small clip of they're two girls, they're Austrian, and they're called the Mona Lisa twins. One of them's called Mona, the other one's called Lisa, obviously. But it's very clever, the Mona Lisa twins, as in the picture, the painting. So I'm going to show it to you, just a very quick clip, but have a look at this site. They're really talented, these girls. Okay, I'll let you have a quick look. So here we go. So I'm going to show you on. There we go. So just a quick clip. They're just young girls, but live in Austria.
That boy took my love away. Oh, he'll regret it someday. But this boy wants you back again.
And these girls are playing all their own instruments and the drums and everything. Okay, this is for Trev and maybe some of you other guys. I'm sure you recognise this vehicle. This is a 1963 Consul, Ford Consul. This had the 4-cylinder 1.7 engine in it. There was a Zephyrs and a Zephyr Zodiac, and they had the big six-cylinder engine in them. So if you like the car, please give us a thumbs up, and especially you, Trev, because I know you like this older stuff. So thanks for watching, and catch you on the next video. Bye, take care.